Consciousness is a state of being when an individual is awakened to their place historically, culturally, socio-politically, and spiritually in the diaspora.
Yes, yes, and yes. And not all easy yeses either. Like I was thinking about personally, as it relates to the black community. But we should understand communities start at home first, with your immediate family. And like some of the things I'm experiencing now with being elevated to the level of patriarch in my family, with like my mother gone, father gone, my brothers and sisters, mothers and fathers gone, aunts, uncles gone. So now with me being the patriarch of the family, even though I'm the youngest, my older brother more or less has relinquished by proxy his responsibility in that regard. And I'm not saying what I'm saying because there's reasoning. A lot of times we have to grow beyond our own personal feelings on a thing. What's in the best interest for the whole versus how I feel about a particular thing. And if my way on that particular thing is not the way it is, and the hell with everything else, well, what about the good that could be done on behalf of the whole? So again, in that light, understanding that I am now the male head of this family, and the direction of how family looks. Do we interact with each other as often as we should? How do I pull the others in to recognize family is important? Like I look at other cultures of people. Asians, Mexican. We'll see our Mexican brothers and sisters, and there's 10, 15 of them in a house, babies up to the elder. Man, they packed an island. We don't get it. We want to push our babies out, 17, 18, get out. You grown. No, you're not. That's why in other cultures, you see grown children still depend, because they're not prepared to go out in the world. And it's better to have a collective unit to be able to help shape, grow, mold any issues that come up. Is dealt with as a unit, not as this one individual with all of this weight on. This is why a lot of other cultures have so much more successes, because they keep the family unit a family unit. There's teaching and learnings that take place when you understand your place and your role as a family unit member, and that family is actually operating as it should. We could be so much more ahead. The thing is, like I was just saying earlier, at this point, I'm no longer trying to force anybody, family included. I'm not trying to force you into anything. If you don't see it and recognize it as good for yourself, as it relates to, I just got to keep moving. Niece, nephew, son, daughter, brother, cousin, sister, uncle. Either you're moving forward in a progressive manner, or with me, or I am going to continue to attempt to progress to the best of my ability, no disrespect to you, but I can't stop processes. I can't stop the growth. I can't stop attempting to bring about what I see, what I know we should have. I can't stop just because you, whomever, it don't sit well with you or you don't understand. You just don't understand it. Your level of growth is not there yet. I can't pull my hair out about it. I definitely cannot stop doing what I know to be right for you. And I'm not. And I don't. I think, again, one of the biggest hurdles outside of simply having an understanding that everybody has emotions and feelings and perspectives, and I can't control how you receive a thing. All I can control is how I present it and react, or my actions. I can't control if you actually get it. It's my job to attempt to give it to you. Only God can grow you into the understanding after I drop the seed for you. My job is to plant seeds. Maybe put a little water on it. But making it grow, I have nothing to do with that. I can only do my job. And that's another thing with us. And being comfortable with everybody doesn't grow at the same pace. I can't be angry or upset with whoever because they don't see it how I see it. They have had a completely different life experience. I got 11 years in prison. Most people you wouldn't even know that if I didn't say it. Or for those that want to go and do the digging, unless you went and dug to find it. That level of consciousness on how the barriers and stigma on individuals who are justice impacted when they return, like psychologically, most people that environment, most people, it's not an environment set up for people to thrive and come back from successfully. You don't get a lot of brothers or sisters who can sit here and haven't been thoroughly destroyed mentally, particularly in the level on that realm of consciousness, because having served lengthy periods of time with Department of Corrections, that's not rehabilitation. It's just time horribly spent. In most cases, the just on a daily basis, some of the things that you will see, guaranteed, and the trauma that comes behind it, when people come back home, nobody pays attention to any of it. That individual, a lot of times, doesn't even know that, you know what, I've suffered some post-traumatic stresses through the experience that I've just gone through, and I don't even know how to deal with it myself. I don't even know how to identify it a lot of times. And again, the level of consciousness to say that many of us, if we're honest, there are so many different scenarios where we could have been, as I would, in the same positions. Not understanding there's so many barriers and things that set up, like, for a long time, I had to recognize I cannot continue to beat myself up for what I didn't know at 17